Hi everybody and welcome back to Renewing Our Mindset. Mkoaje, how are you? I hope you're fine and you're keeping your children safe and you're teaching them all about positive vibes. And today we are going to talk about trauma and signs and symptoms to know that your child is suffering from trauma. First thing first, what is trauma? Trauma is anything that happened to a child, most likely an incident that the child was not expecting that happened to her or him. Most likely something like an accident, or the child has lost the parent, or the child, something bad has happened to the child. Something like rape, the child has been beaten, the child has gone through traumatic, we say the child has gone through a traumatic experience. We see most of the children when they go to high school, the Form 1, they suffer so much from bullying. And that is one of the trauma. It's one of the most trauma that affect our children when they go when they go to high school due to bullying. Unfortunately, we don't prepare our children enough. We don't even talk to them of what happened in high school. So it's a new environment. They are away from their parents. They are away from the society. And they are this new society they go into and they are bullied. So the three major signs and symptoms to know that your child is suffering from trauma. Number one and very major one is that they isolate themselves. At home, you can notice this sign because he's not talking as much as he or she used to talk before, or he's not praying enough. Most of the time, he wants to stay alone. He wants to be in the bedroom. Even food, he doesn't want to eat as much as he used to. You can tell the these the symptoms and symptoms, the sign that he doesn't want to talk much, or he just want to keep to himself. He doesn't want a lot of the talking. He doesn't want to talk so much, and you can notice this. Number two, they get angry so fast, and this is called the outburst. If you talk to him or her something, maybe you tell them to help you in the house to wash their utensils, you can tell they have that anger saying, ai, kwa nini mimi, kwa nini nani afanyi, kwani kila saa ni mimi. You can tell even the tonation, the way they are talking, their tone, you can tell. You know that you can tell if someone is happy or not. You can tell by the tone of their voice that something is not right with this child. This child was not like before. You could tell him before to wash. Even he could go and wash, or she could go and wash the utensils, help in the house before you tell them. But now, even when you tell them, they have this anger in them. They want to resist. They want to talk in a different tone. That is another way of noticing that something has changed with your child. Number three, they change their company or their friends who used to be with them before, and you can tell because they change even the way he talks, the way he walks, even the change of style, the change of maybe the way he shaves his hair, the way he's talking to you, he's changed his company. If he used to come early, maybe he's changing the time he's coming at 9, he's coming at 10, and he's talking rudely. He doesn't want you to ask where he has been. And in that company he's joined is not the right company. He can even start taking drugs. Parents, let us be on the lookout. Let's watch for this sign that our children go through, especially if they are gone through an incident. If they tell you they don't want to go back to school, please listen to them and know why. Know why. Don't judge them and don't let them go by force. So let's stay here in our next video. I'll be talking on how to talk to our children. Now that these things are happening, you've seen there's something wrong, there's change in your children. What do you do? How do you go about it? Do you beat that child so that they can talk? Or what do you do about it? Keep it here. In our next video, we'll be talking about how to talk to our children when something goes wrong or when something is just right. How do you talk to them and how do you build trust to your children so that they can talk to you? Please subscribe, like, and share, and I'll see you in our next video. My name is Rosemary Nyampra, and thank you so much for coming back. And your time, I'll see you. Bye bye. Love you.